first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Raptors have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Cavaliers. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
A critical Game 4 coming your way in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen control the paint for him. Donovan Mitchell out there with Dean Wade. And it's Harden in at the 3 spot. And for Toronto, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Brandon Ingram out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Walter in at the 3. You take a look at the Raptors. This is a crucial game for them. A win here, and this is a brand new series. But a loss has them staring at a daunting 3-1 deficit.
And B.A., this is when a team looks to its fans for a big boost. They want the energy in this building to be electrifying.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
There's nothing like a big man with agility. Jared Allen operating well in the pick and roll right now.
Pirtle with a screen on Mobley. Barnes passes to Pirtle, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Here's Ingram, and he misses his first shot of the game.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Now here's Mitchell. Defense is right there. 6 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Back over to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Mitchell finds Harden. Now Allen. Now here's Harden. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, James Harden is just so good at drawing contact and getting himself to the charity stripe. It has been a specialty of his over the years.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. Falls for him.
The old phrase, he lives at the line, that is James Harden, folks.
Harden hits them both.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Here's Ingram. Down low. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Well, that's just nice work in the two-man game. You see the versatility of Scotty Barnes.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Wade. Cleveland working the ball around now. Now Mobley. Back to Harden. Wing, Wade fires for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Mobley with the block.
Boy, Mobley read that the entire way. His defensive instincts are so good.
Wade, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Allen. Hurdle with some nice D.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Back to Ingram. To the paint. And Hurdle gets it to go. On the assist by Ingram.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Hurdle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Allen outside. From deep, Mitchell. Shot misses. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Here's Barrett. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
This is who R.J. Barrett is. Fearless scorer, wants to draw contact and get himself to the line.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Pirtle. Mamukelashvili comes in for Barnes. And Emmanuel quickly subbed in for Walter. Cleveland also making some changes. Nance comes in for Jared Allen. And it's Strus in for Wade.
I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of everything. He can score it, board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Barrett against Mitchell. Lets it fly. Barrett can't hit. The Cavs trailing. And here's Harden. Outside for Mitchell. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the first. Quickly against Harden. Quickly with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, that's just great recognition by quickly not letting the clock speed him up.
Bryant outside. Back to Harden. Outside Strus. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Raptors trail by 3. Quickly outside. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for your Raptors.
Shoot 2.
shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Raptors with some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for Mamukelashvili. And it's Grady Dick in for Lawson. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Bryant. Tomlin comes in for Evan Mobley. Merrill, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Schroeder in for James Harden. Good on the second one. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Schroeder. Allen in the high post. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Nice job drawing the contact on that move. Jared Allen, very difficult to contain because of his length.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Falls.
Boy, in the era of stretch bigs, guys that can go out to the three-point line and absolutely make shots, I love Jared Allen. He is an old-school center, folks.
The Raptors making a switch here. Mamukelashvili's checked in. Tyson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. So both free throws good from Allen. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. Outside Dick. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot quickly from outside. That shot is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
On the court right now for Cleveland. Sam Merrill out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Jared Allen. Then it's Max Strus. And it's Tyson in at the power forward position. Allen can't get it to go. Toronto trailing. Here's Shed. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Barnes. Here's Mamukelashvili for 3. And it's Merrill who clears it away. Now Schroeder. Yet to see a basket. Allen finds Strus. Allen outside. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Outside Barnes. Kicks it to Quickly. The 3. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Quickly's got 5 points.
Well, great pass and Quickly makes great use of it.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Time to get ready. Here is Raptors 5 seconds.
change here. Wade's checked in. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Merrill, right side. Fires from the wing. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And here's Dick. Still no points. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Toronto passing it around. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Takes a 13-footer. Barnes, no good. For Cleveland, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's the steal. Pass to Shed. And here's Quickly. Here's Shed. And the Raptors, another 3.
I just love the ball movement.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Now here's Strus. Here's the pick. Inside. Here's Shed. Covered by Merrill. And it's Shed missing. Cavaliers trail by 5. Merrill outside. Dick against Strus. Back to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is up and in. Allen's got 6.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch. Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Allen. Allen with a screen on Quickly. And it's Allen who slams it home.
This guy's such a difference maker. Dennis Schroeder is so dangerous in pick-and-roll situation, dribble handoffs. This guy is the straw that stirs the drink.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Toronto. Pirtle's checked in for Barnes. Ingram comes in for Dick. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Shed. Cleveland also making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Merrill. And it's Harden in for Schroeder. Pirtle with the ball. It's Barrett on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Clock at 6. Here's Ingram. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
A go-to scorer. Love seeing Ingram take punishment and fight his way through it.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Merrill, he's checked in for Strus.
At the line for Toronto.
One shot.
Brandon Ingram.
Shooting 1.
Ingram, no good on the free throw.
A natural scorer. Every single year, Ingram seems to take another leap in his game.
The three from Mitchell. Rebound Toronto. Bernal's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Pirtle. Quickly outside from downtown. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Outside Harden. Merrill outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. On offense, here come the Raptors. They're on a 13-4 run. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Pass to Harden. Fires the three. Rebounded by Ingram. Raptors lead by 7. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Toronto passing it around. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ingram's got 7 points.
Yeah, good shooter from out there. Ingram helping to space the floor.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside Mitchell. Fires from deep. Cleveland again missing. Now here's Ingram. Covered by Merrill. And that one's good. Ingram's got 7 points for the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I have Kenny Atkinson alongside. Coach, I hear you tell the team, limit their easy baskets. How do you create some easy ones in your own right?
Well, first, to get out and transition ourselves. I think we're walking the ball up, and I think their defense is set. We can't create anything when their defense is set.
All right, got to get them moving. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Toronto Raptors.
Something my partner will appreciate. These guys are living in the paint, and it's going to be hard to move them out of there, Shaq.
Yeah, that's what we call renters' rights. They are holding that lease, baby.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Raptors. When you think about the series, Shaq, do they need to win this game?
Yes, Ernie, if they lose this one, they are in a serious hole. I'd even call it a Shaq-size hole.
Well, those Shaq-size holes are hard to get out of. But seriously, I call this a must-win, Ernie. I mean, you can't afford to fall too far behind in the playoffs.
A crucial game for sure. We'll see how it plays out. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Raptors lead by 12. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. R.J. Barrett out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Walter in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And Cleveland shooting just 37% in the game. Left side, Harden. Just 4 to shoot. Money on the 19-footer. Harden's got 6 points.
This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Outside Harden. Pass to Wade. On the wing, Mitchell. No good on the 3. Toronto leading by 13. Outside Barrett. And here's Barnes. Shoots over Mobley. That one's wide left. Here's Wade. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Back to Mobley. Outside Harden. Allen a screen. Lets it go. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
Versatile, relentless. James Harden so tough to slow down.
Outside Ingram. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. James Harden picks one up.
The length of Ingram poses issues for defenders, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
That free throw, good from Ingram.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram doesn't get enough credit for his growth as a free throw shooter. He shot below 70% from the line in his first 3 seasons, but since then, he hasn't dipped below 80.
Quickly is checked in for Toronto. And that's good as he hits both shots. Cavaliers trail by 13. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Barnes with the rebound.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Barnes with a screen on Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
Barnes with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Mobley with the block.
Boy, they feel tense to start the second half. They are 1 for 5, guys.
It's stolen by Ingram. To the paint. Here's Barnes. Barnes from point-blank range.
How about that physical finish from Scotty Barnes? He uses his body to get separation.
Cavaliers trail by 15. Outside Mitchell. Barnes against Mobley. Three-pointer, Harden. And another miss by Cleveland.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Down low. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Wade. Back to Mitchell. Cleveland working the ball around now. Harden against Ingram. Shoots from 14. And Ingram with the block.
I know they love to see Ingram make big plays on defense, and that's the energy they want from him.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Mobley outside. Pass to Wade. Now Harden. Shot clock at 6 to win the drought. And the layup is good. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Here's Barnes. He's got 11. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Tyson, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Strus comes in for Harden. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Wade. .127 left in the third. Pass to Ingram. Strus grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Now here's Mitchell. Allen inside. Here's Tyson. Allen a screen. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Murray Boyles. Covered by Schroeder.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Allen outside. Pass to Strus. Tipped! And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession. Dick, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Merrill, he's checked in for Cleveland. here are the Cavaliers now, trailing by 19. And they get it back. From deep, Strus hits the three-pointer. Strus has got his second basket of the night.
Max Strus so comfortable with his range shooting.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Dick finds quickly. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Dick. Here's Mamukelashvili. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Joining 2K Sports in our coverage of this first round. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got James Harden. Max Strus is out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Here's the screen by Bryant. Shot from the top of the key. And the jumper is good.
Well, this is Dennis Schroeder's comfort zone. In pick-and-roll action, so creative.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. And here's Dick. Lets the 3 fly. Schroeder with a rebound. On the wing, Harden. Here's Wade. The 3 ball. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
Guys, we've seen this from James Harden his entire career. One of the best at getting the basketball to his guys.
Outside Dick. Back to quickly. Doesn't go for him. Oh, nice D from Schroeder. Pass to Harden. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Nifty move. And yep, it's good.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Checked in for Cleveland. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Barnes passes to Ingram. Inside, Murray Boyles dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
We know Ingram as a scorer, but Brandon's really worked on his passing game over the years.
Wade, that's good.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Toronto leading by 8. Now Now here's Quickly. He shoots it. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Strus the pass to Harden. Outside Schroeder. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Toronto has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Barnes, it's good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. They set the pick. 3-pointer, Harden. Rebound, Toronto. Ingram's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barnes drives. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You like to see Scotty Barnes aggressive on the slash. This guy takes the initiative on the drive.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
That free throw good from Barnes.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
Allen, he's checked in for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Schroeder. Both free throws good from Barnes.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Cavaliers trail by 12. Outside Harden. It's stolen. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Barnes up top. Here's Barrett. Yes, sir!
We've seen this time and again, R.J. Barrett will not be deterred by a little contact.
Now Allen.
Well, that's a highlight play from Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Now Barrett. Right side Ingram. Yes, it's good!
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Bucket is good!
One of the great NBA players one-on-one in the history of the game, James Harden, has got a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Toronto leading by 12. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter here. Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. It's stolen by Barnes. Here comes Toronto on the push. Barrett fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And with time running down here in Game 4, we've got to give credit to what a terrific performance it's been for the Raptors.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, love the execution.
And this evens up the series at 2 games apiece. They came in and did what they had to do. Now locations will change again.
And this puts them in a great position. Going forward, they just need to stick to what they do best.
And what a huge performance it was for Brandon Ingram.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
piece of it. Oh, he's unable to finish the alley-oop.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Barnes. Barrett outside. It's good from beyond the arc.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Outside Barrett. Now Barnes. Outside Ingram. 5 on the clock. Shoots a 3. Cleared away by Mobley. Now here's Harden. The D's right on him.
Assisted by James Harden.
Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-6 run. Mobley against Barnes. No problem for Toronto as they get the win. A huge victory for them, knotting this series in 2.
We've got ourselves a series, folks. Neither team with much of an advantage. It's a tight one.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Brandon, hot shooting for you tonight. Where do you get that confidence level to take over like this?
Just coming in, working on my routine every single day. I think my teammates put me in a really, really good position to step in the shots and give me confidence on the basketball floor to shoot the ball and also put them the basketball to do whatever they want on the floor to create and make something happen. So confidence comes from my teammates.
And you've been a great teammate as well. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Brandon Ingram.